Today on Turneround's Theory, we'll watch another video, this time about a young lady who sent her Pookie to jail, but she's still holding it down for him, and I wonder why in the devil she does that. But of course, yours truly will give you another free theoretical thought at the end. So join me for another edition of Turnaround's Theory coming up next on YouTube, because I can guarantee you it's going to be a damn good one. Previously on Turnaround's Theory. This is a female dating coach. She says that she is going to give up on these women because they're delusional.
Hello, this is Rebecca Lynn Pope coming on real quick. You guys know that I have been swamped lately, but I promised I would come on and just share my viewpoints on why women are just, many women, I'm not going to say all women, but many women are very, very unrealistic about their standards for men, dating, and marriage.
And now, Turnaround's Theory. The young lady that you see on this video allegedly claims that she caught her boyfriend cheating on her with another female in the same apartment complex. If you'll stick around for another edition of Turnaround's Theory coming your way next on YouTube, we're going to watch this video, and of course, I'm going to give you guys another free theoretical thought at the end. Fellas, y'all should be knowing my saying, and y'all should be knowing the drill. So why don't y'all grab a quick snack and come on back, because y'all just might learn something. Turnaround's Theory starts now. Roll the intro. What is up, everybody? Once again, it's your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. I want to welcome you back to another edition of Turnaround's Theory, which is aired on each and every Monday on the digital airways of YouTube. This is the actual platform of where I normally give you guys a free theoretical thought on just about anything. Hey, listen, if you are new to my YouTube channel, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. And as a constant daily reminder, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel. It would, in fact, help out, and it will be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to click on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Please be sure to follow me on all social media sites. Links will be provided in the description box below. If you also want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, there is also going to be a link provided in the description box below. And please don't forget to use the hashtag Team Turnaround that you see on your screen, because that lets me know personally that not only you're watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory, but it just goes to show that you are supporting my channel in terms of the content that I post up, and I might send you a shout out right back. I do hope and pray that I have covered everything in this matter. And with that being said, let's hop on over into another edition of Turnaround's Theory.
We listen and we don't judge. Huh? In 2022, I had found out my baby daddy had cheated on me with the neighbor upstairs. And I took him back, and after I took him back, he still kept on cheating on me with the same girl. Long story short, I got sick of it. I actually heard him physically up there in her apartment, so I went up there, and I actually shot the girl apartment up with her daughter, him, and the girl inside of it. I ended up going to jail, and the whole entire time I was in jail, he was pretending like he wasn't fucking with her. The whole entire time he was still fucking with her. I found out once I got back out, and I still took him back. And after I took it back, he got locked up, and I'm currently holding him down.
Damn, she was dating a high value Pookie. That's wild, bro. And when I say high value, the perceived value that he brought to her, that's what I'm talking about. Because obviously this dude is not high value. Man, get the out of here. But whatever it was that he was doing to her, probably touching the back of the oven in a major way, she was drunk. It is what it is. fellas, you don't want to compete with a woman's past, especially if her past is dealing with a man like that. You don't have a leg to stand on. It's over for you. Take your ball and go home, bro. I would try that prank, but I might get punched in the mouth, bro. I don't want to have a bust lip over here doing reaction.
A few moments later.
Say, bro, that's extremely petty. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, dog. That is extremely, extremely petty. He went low with that one. I love it.
Come on now, dog.
Now, I gotta say, it's one thing that you catch your significant other if confirmed that he or she is cheating on you, but putting Pookie in jail and you still holding it down for him? Girl, what was you thinking? Anyway, shout out to that boy Will for posting that up on his YouTube channel. I will try my best to post up a YouTube link provided in the description box below. Now, coming up, we're going to watch another video, this time about a man who learns the diabolical truth that it is not his child. And she's going to have an earful concerning that. So stay tuned because Turnaround's theory will continue.
Oh, I'm back. I just been on vacation and on PTO, but I'm about to call y'all out. I'm about to call y'all out on something. Y'all remember when I made that man versus bear? And the girls were so upset when I said that y'all could be trapped in the woods with the bear and you got a better chance of the bear trying to holler at you, and that when you go out, men don't be trying to talk to you. You remember how all of y'all was stitching me and telling me about how y'all get dudes and how dare I question that dudes be coming up to you and trying to holler at you and shooting they shot at you. Yet there's a video going around right now that's going viral about a pretty girl who talking about how she don't get hollered at when she go out. How dudes don't try to talk to her. And then you got multiple pretty girls stitching the video and talking about how dudes don't approach them either when they go out. But I was lying. Though, right? When y'all was making all them videos, I hope y'all still got it on y'all page where y'all was making all of these responses to me and telling you about how all these dudes be beating your door down to harass you every time you go out. Yet, y'all online now complaining because dudes don't, in actuality, be bothering you when you go out. Yet you do sometimes be wanting dudes to say something to you when you be out, but they don't. Right? Y'all, that's the reason why I say the stuff I do about y'all. That's the reason why I go on PTO and I take breaks from this app. Because y'all just be saying anything. Right? You just be wanting to be mad. Because the stuff don't be a lie. The stuff be the truth that you don't want to face. When I said that the dudes don't be bothering you when you go out, I wasn't implying that y'all wasn't attractive girls. I wasn't implying it was because you was not cute. I was telling the truth. Most of y'all are not getting harassed when you go outside. You're not even getting asked for your number. And it don't got nothing to do with your looks or anything else. The dudes just ain't doing it no more. And can you really blame them? All y'all do is get online and bash men 24/7 and talk about how horrible they are, and then turn around and wonder why don't nobody want to say nothing to you when you be out. Be for real.
Ladies, if you don't respect a man, let him move on and get with a broad that will respect him. Period. Like, because you're doing him a disservice and you're doing yourself a disservice. Because the difference of how a woman acts in a relationship when they respect a man versus when they don't is extremely huge. We are completely different women when we respect a man and when we don't respect a man. Because I have been in both situations and I am much more soft and submissive when I respect you. And that man is operating as his highest self when he's getting that respect from me.
Your standards will always be too high for men too small to meet them. In order for them to feel satisfied in that relationship, you gotta lower their standards for this man to feel more adequate. You gotta pretend to be less strong in order for this man not to feel weak. You gotta dim your light just so he feel like he can shine. Anytime you decide to become less of a woman to make this man feel more of a man, you lose. Ain't wrong with your standards besides you trying to force men to grow up in order to meet them. Some of you guys have the most reasonable standards in the world, that someone treats you fairly. that somebody is loving and present. Your standards ain't too much. It's just too much for toxic men that want to leech. They don't want to give. They just want to take. They want to break. They want to play. Ain't wrong with your standards besides you trying to force them on a man that clearly is incapable of living up to them.
And now back to Turneround's Theory. Welcome back to Turneround's Theory. I'm your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. As a constant daily reminder, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel. It would in fact help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to click on that post notification bell because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Now, coming up in the second half of this particular segment on Turneround's Theory, we're going to be watching another video concerning a young man who was married to his wife, now learns the diabolical truth that he is not the father of all 3 of his children, and on top of it, she gets kicked out of the unit. Watch this video because Turneround's Theory is back in session.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shy Clips here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely pathetic. This man got cheated on multiple times and still stayed.
She ended up telling me that the baby that was aborted wasn't mine. You are immediately married within a lie already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the marriage was never the same after that, was it?
No, it was. This is at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? This is right at the beginning. And so within that process,
she probably should have kept that to herself.
And well, you know, I'm glad she didn't. And so within that process, with that being known, it was just like, yo, with even in being, you know, the pregnancy, she almost died within the pregnancy. So that was a hard time too.
Right.
It was a lot. You know, it was other times she had gotten pregnant, other things, and it just got to a point.
She had gotten pregnant again?
Yeah.
While y'all were together?
Yeah.
And it wasn't you?
No, with me.
Dynamite! Oh, come on, Cal.
It wasn't me. It wasn't
And you stuck around?
Yeah, I stuck around. But here's the thing. These were things that were being revealed, you know.
She telling you this?
No.
How did you find this out? I want to know how you found this out.
Yeah, that's why I'm leaving the first time it happens. This isn't a complicated situation. I will never understand how people can stay with people who cheated on them. It is not a little mistake like they frame it to be. It is a personality flaw. That's who that person is deep down.
You are not the father.
About the marriage, and she said yes. And then we began to drive back, and I had this sinking feeling in me. And we drove for about 5 minutes in silence, and then I went to put my hand on her lap, and she said, don't touch me, because you won't want to after I've told you what's happened.
What you talking about, Willis?
And that's whenever it drops. And I remember that 10-minute drive back home then felt like an eternity. I was just looking out the window. And we got home, we got into the house, into the kitchen, and I was standing by the kitchen table, hands rested on it, and I said, what's happened? And she said, I've been having an affair with a man from work.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Stop the cap.
And I remember just tears began to stream. I didn't move, completely motionless. Tears began to stream. And then she said, and that's not all. And she said, I'm pregnant with this child. And in that moment, I felt like I lost a lot.
If you put out a certain energy, you're going to get it back. It's going to boomerang.
You know, I'd lost my wife. I'd lost the life we created. I'd lost the dog, our home, my parents-in-law, her family, everything that I'd really held dear. If someone said, what makes a meaningful life? I would have described these things. And it felt like they'd just been snatched away, just came crumbling down like a house of cards.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the more heartbreaking clips I've ever seen on my channel. And I'm not sure how long ago this happened to him, but you can still tell he still has a lot of feelings for her. And I'm not sure how this clip ended. If somebody knows the full story, let me know in the comments down below. But I really do hope it consists of him just completely walking away, because once again, you can't change a cheater.
Don't swipe now. Come back here. Hey, ladies, did you know that paternity fraud is now a crime? Yeah, let's talk about House Bill 2689, because they locking y'all up.
I'm going to make my money one way or another.
Even if that means locking you up, I'll make my money off of you being locked up. Please peep the game.
Oh yeah, and this hookup culture, oh yeah, that's a wrap. Because they're making it so you can no longer get child support off of one night stands. If that man wasn't in your life, let me tell you.
Not only are they making it mandatory for the man to get a DNA test before he signs a birth certificate, but now they're like, look, you're not going to be able to get any money off of this man if he was not actively, long-term, a part of your everyday life.
Yeah, this definitely put a smile on my face. I'm super happy the government is now cracking down on this new anti-paternity fraud law. Now, at least some women will be more responsible with who they share their bodies with, even though they should have been a long time ago.
Stay put, everyone, because when I come right back, I'm going to give you guys another free theoretical thought to today's episode right after this.
Prison Wives. Love bombing is a real thing, man. Love bombing is a real thing. Let me tell you, a man incarcerated will tell you everything you want to hear under the sun. The things you wish a man would ever told you. The things you hoped and dreamed of. The love that you hear in these songs. They will tell it to you. You can't trust them. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. They don't do nothing but sit up and read 48 Laws of Power, Art of Seduction. All this other shit is the type of game they using on you. And they just take all of that and bottle it up and put it in their own terms. And then you sucked in. Love bombing. Oh, I love you, baby. You know I need you in my life. I'm just sick of being incarcerated. And the last woman I was with, she hurt me, so it's hard for me to trust a woman. But I'm willing to, put that aside and give you a chance and see where things can really go. In all nationality, he don't care. It's all about making a woman love him so she can do everything for him that he needs her to do. Because he needs this woman to love him. And that's a woman, when a woman feel like she's in love with a man, what? She feel like she's obligated to take care of that man. Free game.
Men don't approach women anymore. And the real reason why they don't approach women anymore is not because you're successful. It's not because you're beautiful. They don't approach women anymore because these new day women, these modern day women are highly disrespectful. These women are so confused, right? They're so confused. They swear that nobody hollers at them. Nobody approaches them. No one pursues them. But why would a man pursue you when as soon as he even works up the nerve to say something to you, you reject him? You belittle him. You tell him that he's thirsty. You tell him that he's pressed. You tell him that he doesn't have enough money. You tell him that he does not qualify for your time or your attention. And then you wonder why they don't want to deal with you. This is why they're not approaching you. And this is the crazy part. You got a lot of women that are so stuck in time, right? They're not getting approached. No one wants to deal with them, right? And they won't even switch it up enough to even go at a man because they're scared of rejection. And I said it, men take rejection way better than women do. Women are delusional. Most women want to be lied to. A woman will put on an outfit knowing that she gained 30 pounds and have the nerve to come in front of you and say, do I look fat in this outfit? And if you say yes, you're the bad guy. We still love women. We don't mind pursuing women, but no one is chasing nobody, especially when it's not appreciated. Am I lying?
I think we live in a crazy system of dating. There's women that believe that they can give as little as possible, as minimal as possible, and men are expected to fund their entire life. Pay bill, rent, car payments. It's a system where women can take and take and take, but when asked to give, men are met with a lot of hesitation or downright refusal. Relationships, marriages are give and take on both sides. And if you are looking to be financially dependent upon a man, that he has to meet certain standards, financially, looks-wise, spiritually, personality-wise, maybe have a little bit of status, we cannot get mad at that man for having standards. You have standards. That man is allowed to decide. He's worked hard enough to decide what he wants in his life, what it looks like, what it sounds like. And shaming that is immature.
Y'all remember when I said a lot of these people online really don't be knowing the definition of words. They just be saying words like insecure. Do y'all truly even know what the word insecure mean? You don't. Because if you did, you would know that it takes a confident woman to approach a man. It takes a very confident woman to approach a man and shoot her shot. Right? Insecurity and shooting your shot, approaching a man, going out of your way to be the first to say something to a man, that don't even make sense. That don't even go together. Right? Not when most people that's insecure are people who they fixated too much on what other people think, whether or not people like them. So that would even make sense that if you somebody who's scared that this person wouldn't want you or like you, that you would go out of your way to approach them first. I'm gonna tell you what insecurities really look like. That's you intentionally going out of your way to make sure you date men who you feel like you're better than, whether it's in terms of a man that you think you physically look better than, a man that you're financially doing better than, a man who you just don't deem to be as good of a catch as you are. You intentionally dealing with those type of men because they make you feel better about your position in a relationship. That's insecure. Insecure is you being scared to date an attractive person because you think that person gets too much attention, and you automatically assume that their character must be flawed because they are attractive. The fact that you can make a correlation of attractiveness and bad character as if those two are one and the same, as if somebody who's less attractive can't hold the same negative character traits that an attractive person can, already lets you know how deep your insecurities go. Here's the harsh reality. If you're not a woman who go around shooting your shot, then that means you've only ever picked from the men who shot they shot at you, right? Which means if there's never been any high caliber men who have shot they shot at you, you've only chosen from the Pookies that you've had available in your dating pool, right? So when you really think about it, you have to ask yourself and be for real. How many of y'all have truly had high caliber men in your dating options, right? And when I say high caliber, I'm talking about man with no kids, attractive, financially stable, good character. How many can you say that you've actually had access to? Most of y'all, you've never been able to cross all those checks, right? You might have got 1 out of 2, maybe 3 out of it, but you ain't never been able to cross all of those, right? You've never been able to say that you pulled an attractive man with no kids who was financially stable. You might have got financially stable and ugly. You might have got kids and fine. You might have got fine and broke, right? But you ain't never got straight across the board. You never pulled that, right? And you've never been the type of woman to go out of your way to go after what you want, right? But you'll sit up and say you done had every man that you ever wanted. No, you done had every man who's approached you and shot his shot with you. That's what you've had. But you've not had every man that you wanted, because every man that you wanted didn't want you. So that's not even a real statement. It takes a lot of confidence, man or woman, to deal with somebody who you know has options, somebody that you know other people want, somebody that you know is a highly desirable person. But when you are secure within yourself and you know who you are and you know that you are just as valuable to that relationship as that person is, then you don't have a problem with dealing with that person. But when you feel less than and you don't think that you're good enough to be able to have somebody like that, then yeah, your insecurities will get the best of you, and you will always choose out of your insecurity instead of what you actually want. You will pick men that make less money. You will pick less attractive men. You will pick men that you think that you are better than because it makes you feel more secure in a relationship. But it takes a truly confident person to find a equal and truly be okay with it, and knowing that they person could have somebody else, but knowing that in the back of their mind, they know that they good enough that that person should be okay with just them.
And now, Turnaround's theoretical thought. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, and this is always my favorite part of the segment. Once again, it is that time for another edition of Turnaround's Theoretical Thought with yours truly, because in just a moment, I'm going to give you guys 2 free theoretical thoughts based on today's video, one in particular about a woman catching her Pookie cheating on her multiple times with another female in the same apartment complex, and he goes to jail but holds it down for him still. Here's your theoretical thought for the day for part 1. As I often say, if you suspect infidelity in your relationship, whether it's a man or a woman, confront the individual that you're with, and if they admit it and they then want to lie about it and take back what the devil they said, then you know good and damn well that they were cheating in the first place. That's your theoretical thought for part 1. Now here's your second theoretical thought for part 2 about a man who was in love with his wife, but is now knowing the diabolical truth that he is not the father of all 3 of his children. Here is your theoretical thought for part 2. If you've been in a relationship with somebody, but she's already had a child with somebody else, chances are paternity fraud does come into play. Think about House Bill 2689. It varies in most states. Paternity fraud is real, so be careful, fellas. If you want more information about paternity fraud, I will post up a link provided in the description box below. With that being said, that is your theoretical thought for today. And this concludes another edition of Turnaround's Theory for today. Hey, listen, let me know what you think in the comment section below concerning today's video. And as a constant daily reminder, I want to remind you to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel. It would in fact help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to click on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. For Turnaround's Theory, I'm your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. I look forward to seeing you right back here next time for another edition of Turnaround's Theory. Now, here was a sneak preview for next week's episode of Turnaround's Theory on YouTube. Next time on Turnaround's Theory.
When was the last time you saw the kids?
1 month ago.
My kids are going to have a time where both sides of the family are in cahoots to celebrate and love on them.
Bring them to point A, and I don't have no problem going there. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going nowhere near there with a transfer.
You can't pick and choose when it's okay to say, okay, the kids are good, and then if we're not, in a good space, then it's a issue.
That's next time on Turnaround's Theory.